What's going on, everybody? This is Jacob with Phone Flipping A to Z, and I wanted to make a quick video today because I actually had a few new students enroll in some of the courses and programs this morning. But one of them asked a really good question that I was just like, that's very good. I'd like to make a video on that, address it, and hopefully, I believe completely, it can help out your business, and it can kind of give you clarity as how to scale, what your mindset should be as far as scaling goes. Because I think a lot of us are just completely, you don't know what to do. The question was, he got in my course, he looked over everything, and he messaged me. He said, Jacob, I got into your course, I looked at everything, and I was just wondering, how did you get to where you are now? Like, how did you work smarter than everybody else? Did you work harder than everybody else? What did you do? And I just wanted to go over that very quickly. This is not in any way a sales pitch for anything. This is to give you clarity as to how you can scale, how you can take tangible advice that I'm about to give you, plug it into your business, and see change and see progress and see some type of scalability on any type of scale. I believe that hard work cannot be replaced by anything. I think there's a place for hard work. I think that a lot of people say, oh, you're lucky this happened, you're lucky that happened, you're lucky, you're lucky, you're lucky. I've always heard the phrase luck is where hard work and opportunity meet. So the harder you work, the more opportunities that you will always have available to you. That's the first thing. Now, however, with that being said, I believe that you should have automation and scaling and systems in place to be able to run your business for you. You need to have something that is working for you so that you can step away from your business and still be making money, so that you can learn different things about your business and have somebody else doing stuff from you and you still making money. For example, when the car that I'm in now, the Benz that I'm in now, if you're in my group, you know this, when I was out buying this car a few days ago, I didn't even realize until the next day, but I had made $1,400 the day prior. I had absolutely no idea because I had somebody that was running my program for me, that was running all of my tasks, my jobs, any type of opportunities that I needed ran. They were doing it for me while I was out at a dealership purchasing a car, and I still was able to make money. That being said, and think about this, I want you to think very hard about this. You personally, whoever you are watching this video, if you stepped away from your phone flipping business for 2 days, would you make any money? If you did not ever open a laptop, log into a computer, open up Facebook, open up Craigslist, or respond to text messages yourself personally, would you be able to make any money? And if the answer is no, that's not good. You need to, a lot of us, we pride ourselves on being self-employed, on being business owners. The whole truth is, though, if you were doing all the work yourself, and if you are working 5-10 hours a day, 20 to 40 hours a week, you are not a business owner. You are your own employee, and that is not a good place that you want to be. For some of you, that might be it, but I know a lot of you, you'd rather take a step back, have somebody that's managing stuff for you, have somebody that's making money for you, have some type of automation in place so that you don't have to wear yourself out, so that you can go do the stuff that you want to do and have somebody running your business for you, so that you can get from point A to point B quicker, so that you can get from the $5,000 a month mark to the $15,000 a month mark to the $25,000 a month mark. If you notice, my Facebook group is called Phone Flipping A to Z, because what I have been obsessed with since I started phone flipping was, how can I get from point A to point Z as quickly as possible? And that's what I kind of want to talk about for you guys. So my biggest advice is, I know a lot of you are really big into mindset and thinking or asking the question, what book should I read? Who should I listen to? Should I listen to this business podcast? Should I listen to that business podcast? Should I listen to Grant Cardone? Should I listen to Gary Vaynerchuk, Ty Lopez, anybody else is just a big entrepreneur mind? And the answer is, that stuff is good, but where my business changed is when I stopped worrying about the psychological aspect of everything. And you need good mindset. I'm not discounting that at all. But you need to worry yourself with, how can I be the absolute best at everything that I'm doing right now? For example, your Facebook ads, your paid ads, how can I make those better? That needs to be your question. Your Craigslist posts, how can I make that better? Your Facebook group posts, how can I make that better? Your Facebook group outreach, how can I make that better? Your OfferUp posts, how can I make that better? Because the thing is, guys, you can listen to hours worth of mindset, but that will not make your individual opportunities in your business any better. That won't make your Facebook ads better. That won't make your Facebook group posts better. That won't make any of your outreach better. That won't make your negotiation better. It won't do any of that. So here is my tip for scaling. Master everything that you can. Stop worrying about how to achieve the best type of mindset, and instead worry, how can I be as good as possible at Facebook ads? Because your mindset, that's not going to change. If your ads are terrible, your mindset won't fix that. Guys, be obsessed with knowledge. Be obsessed with anything in your business right now. Be obsessed with making it as good as possible. That needs to be the first thing. You've got to have the foundation. You've got to have the concrete. You have got to have the foundation down. Otherwise, nothing else. Like you cannot build anything great off of a terrible foundation. So that's the first thing. Concern yourself with being as good as possible with your negotiations, with your outreach, with everything. From there, this is where it gets really important. Once you've got that down, you need to ask yourself, how can I scale that? Okay, so if you've watched any of my videos, if you've been in my group for any amount of time, I know that you've heard this phrase come out of my mouth. Success is just simply a numbers game. The more hands you shake, the more money you make. I've said that all the time. So how do you do that? First things first, you get the foundation. You get the concrete. You get the successful methods down. You find that. So for example, let me give you a tangible example. You find a good Facebook ad, okay? You master it and you find Facebook ads that work for you. Then it's just simply a numbers game. You create more ads similar to that one, because if one Facebook ad brings you 10 people a day, if you're able to scale that and build out 10 very similar campaigns with similar results, that should bring you 100 leads a day. That's just a simple example. If you find a really good outbound message that you send to people in your area on Facebook, and you send out 10 messages and you get 5 replies, okay, great. Now you need to put a system in place so that you can be able to send out 500 messages and essentially 10x your replies, your conversion rates, the phones that you get, your negotiations, all of that. But you have to have systems in place to do that. So what I do is I have my own employees that I'm able to pay 75 cents an hour to $2 an hour that are able to run all of that for me, that are able to send out hundreds, if not thousands of messages just in my town in a day. That's the first thing. Then I'm like, well, I'm not satisfied with just getting phones in this little area. So what I do is I've been able to take over the entire US. I'm getting phones from a lot of different cities and a lot of different states now. And I'm not doing any of the messaging. I'm not doing any of the negotiating. I'm not doing any of the outbound marketing, because I have a sales team in place that is doing that for me. So that's why I tell you, if you cannot make money without opening up your laptop, without responding to text messages yourself, without posting on Facebook yourself, you do not have the proper business model in place. Now, here's the thing. For some of you, you might be content with where you are, and that's completely fine. I'm not trying to knock you at all. If you're happy with where you are and you're running everything yourself and you want things to be simple, great. But if you're concerned with building an empire, with being the type of person to say, Jacob, how can I get here? Guys, you have to have scaling systems in place. And I want that for you guys. So if you have any questions about that, get with me. First things first, you've got to find the firm foundation, find what works. And if you can't find what works, if you don't know, first of all, do your own research. There's tons of good free content on YouTube that you can find as far as Facebook ads go, that you can find for Craigslist, that you can find for all of that. If you're concerned and you're just like, man, I'm ready to go now, message me. I've got tons of programs that I can get you into. I can get you into our phone flipping domination group package. I can get you into all of that. But you need to first concern yourself with, how can I be as good as possible at the first thing that I am doing? And then your worry needs to, after that, be how can I get that out to as many people as possible and have as many people as possible duplicate that task for me? Because if you're duplicating the same successful task over and over and over, it's impossible to not make money. And I truly mean that. So if you're ready, if you want to scale up, first, be good at what you're doing. And then you need to allocate those tasks to other people who can do all of that for you so that you're not doing that yourself. Because guys, you want to remove yourself from your business as much as possible. And that's how I've kind of got to do what I do now, because I've got people doing tasks for me, so I don't have to worry about them. I can worry about other stuff. I can worry about buying cars, starting other businesses, going to the gym that I'm at right now. And it's all because I've just got a team of people that are doing it all for me.